explain or comment on that. Through him, Lord Chaitanya delivers the whole world and spread the Sankirtan movement. Any idea? Through him.
Uses him as an instrument? Uses him as an instrument?
Yes, but different ways. Eh? The first way, loud call. You know, oh my God. Through him, everything started. You know, it's, actually, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came because the call of Advaita Acharya, and because he wanted to taste himself, you know, to relish the Lord of his devotees. So it's through Advaita Acharya that everything started. The incarnation of Vishnu, and Anga, and that. Everything started right. Loud call. Let's remember this pastime of Advaita Acharya on the bank of the Ganges. He really knew that Lord Krishna is purchased by an offering of one tulasi leaf with devotion. Patram pushpam. Patram is leaf with devotion, bhakti. And then Lord Krishna is purchased by just an offering of tulsi leaf with devotion. So he went to the bank of the Ganges, and with tulasi leaf and with Ganga Jal, water of the Ganges, he worshipped the Lord. You know, Sharagram Shiva. He worshipped the Lord, and his complementary or primary worship was loud calling to the Lord. Hey Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hey Govinda. Yes, loud calling. It started the whole thing by calling to the Lord in loud voice. You know, that's a good start. Loud calling, not just going aside because there is demons everywhere and terrible Kali Yuga environment. There are just and pray. No. Yes, not no. Yes, it is very good. Actually, it is said that for one who wants to become a loud caller, the holy name, preacher, the best way is to start to be a good meditator, if you want to be the best Goshtyanandi is one was first a good bhajanandi, who is serious in his own practice and relishing and like that. And then can, yes, loudly call, yes, we want to, yes. The original Bhakta Avatar is Avatar, Shakti Avatar, is Avatar Tattva, is the incarnation of a devotee, Bhakta Avatar. Well, it is the incarnation. As we know, all incarnations, they come through Lord Vishnu. So Advaita Acharya, he came down, is the original incarnation. So, but he came as a devotee also, as the whole Panchatattva, and therefore he is Bhakta Avatar. And it is said that actually the original avatar is Lord Sankarshan. And from Lord Sankarshan, Advaita Acharya is a manifestation of Sankarshan. Just different. Okay. Okay. So after giving a few, identities, Nectarian, and reminding was Advaita Acharya to feel a little more relationship, practical relationship with him. Just repeat, is Vishnu, giving us freedom to love and not to love him. And if you don't want, he's helping us to go back to the land, awakening us. And is mainly from manifestation of Vishnu, is the main lead of Vishnu, he said, and mainly Lord Chaitanya also, as one of the three Prabhus. going to speak very soon about other tattvas, the Panchatattva. Lord Nityananda Prabhu is arriving soon, and after Gopaswami soon, and Gadada and Srivas like that. So a few words on the Panchatattva himself. Yeah, we read the purport. All these bhakta subjects, the five, all these bhaktas taken together constitute Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself. Yes, Panchatattva. Why Panchatattva? Not always obvious. You are gradually realizing the whole package that we receive, transcendental mercy. Krishna in Kali Yuga, Panchaitanya, Panchatattva, everything. So, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always with the four other members of the Panchatattva. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cannot be separated from the Panchatattva. It's not just Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu child. No, he cannot be separated from the Panchatattva. It's a whole. It's a team. It's Sankirtan. Sam means both, complete glorification of Krishna, of the absolute truth. Since we worship Krishna, we call Krishna is complete, and means a team together, congregational chanting. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always included, accompanied with a Panchatattva. Then one, of course, very important point was the Panchatattva. Why do we chant the Panchatattva before chanting Hare Krishna?
Remove the offenses? Remove our offenses?
Yes, to avoid to nullify the offenses. Good. So just wake up and immediately you got the main point. That's it's not good to wake up late, it's good at least you prove that you are, So, yes, we chant the Panchatattva before chanting Hare Krishna. Because like that, we will be, our offenses will not be counted. Or they will, we are called by the Panchatattva, come with us, follow us to worship Krishna. No, I am not. No, I'm fallen, I am offensive. I cannot worship Radha Krishna. I go to hell. No, yes, you are right. You're right. You cannot worship Radha Krishna. No, you go to hell like that with your offensive mentality of a conditioned fallen soul of Kali Yuga. But we invite you. We take you, the Panchatattva. They take us with them. Therefore we call them. They invite us. Yes, by chanting the whole Panchatattva Maha Mantra, then we are protected, invited, and purified of offenses in order to start chanting Hare Krishna. Because Hare Krishna is name of God, of course, but it's name of Krishna, and Hare, and Radha, and Ram, supreme enjoyer. So, it's a very powerful ecstasy, chanting Hare Krishna. It's very deep, confidential, and it's very intimate, love, like that. So, yes, we go to hell, we make offenses, complete offenses. As soon as we just, without going through Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Panchatattva, immediately thinking about Radha and Krishna, we think about our material, sexual, materialistic affairs, immediately. So, but still we are chanting Hare Krishna, and we progress in purification and developing a taste for Krishna, Radha Krishna pastimes in Vrindavan by the mercy of the Panchatattva. Yes, therefore, it is very important to chant the Panchatattva Mahamantra before chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. At least before we chant our 16 rounds, and at least, Prabhupada said, when we go and chanting publicly for others. Doesn't mean that you have to chant, 100 times. While chanting for the deities, Prabhupada recommended to chant 3 times is okay. You can chant more. Lord Chaitanya and Panchatattva, they ask us to chant Hare Krishna. So therefore, we go to them, we chant the Panchatattva Mantra, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadada, Srivasadi, Gaur Bhakta-vrinda. And then, after 1 or 2 or 3 times, they tell us, okay, now you chant Hare Krishna. Okay, so that's what we do. We chant Hare Krishna. And like that, we are special mercy. We are mercy cases as a Panchatattva. We can chant Hare Krishna. And this is a great mercy because we are so much heavy with tamas and rajas, that how can we, get a touch of love of God, love of Krishna. But by the Panchatattva, they give us ecstatic, not only regulated practice of religious life or even devotional life, regulated, but more than that, some ecstatic. That's the nature of the soul. It's the soul is very ecstatic. How can it be otherwise? The relationship with Krishna, it's it's not. It's very powerful, very volcanic, like that. So that's what the Panchatattva is giving us, the access to very powerful. It's like when you start your car, you start burn like that. But then sometimes it's cold, very cold, and stop. Okay, and start again. Oh, you remember? No, I have starter. It's called starter. Special choke. Okay. You pull the little thing, and then you start again, and immediately it goes. So the same, Panchatattva gave us the access to ecstatic love, because to start otherwise, to start our spiritual life and to develop it, we are so heavy with offenses and tamas and everything like that. But if we remember the Panchatattva, and we have to chant the complete Panchatattva, Prabhupada stressed it a few times in this chapter. Not like that, it will be very effective. It doesn't mean that you cannot chant the Nitai Gaur Hari Gaur, but still, the Yagya Purusha, the Purusha means in this way, the Lord who is accepting our offering, our Yagya, to go back up, to get purified. The Lord who is accepting in each yuga is a Yagya Purusha, specific Yagya, specific offering for each yuga. And the Yagya Purusha in the Kali Yuga is Panchatattva. And for Prabhupada to us, you can, the beginning and the end of your altar will be Guru and Panchatattva. Then you can offer your devotion and it goes rightly, authorized way, directly to Radha Krishna. You understand the point? Guru and Panchatattva. Just like Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, he starts his first verse, Isha Vandeham Shiguru, Shigurun. Anyway, not that, but he starts offering obeisances to the Guru, and then to all different manifestations of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna, like that. So Guru and Panchatattva. That's our altar. That's how we know that the Lord is very pleased to accept our meager devotion like that. And it's open road for developing love for Radha and Krishna like that. Otherwise, no. It's impossible to develop love of Krishna without going through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as we said, is never separated from the Panchatattva. Okay? Yeah. Also, as I said, in many verses, Prabhupada is like Shakti Avatar. He's playing the role. Vinashaya Chaduskritam, Paritrana Sadhana, Dharma Samstataya, Sambhavi Krishna, he says. So then, Prabhupada, the Acharya, Advaita Acharya, they come to encourage us in our growing devotion. We need encouragement. Yes? No?
Of course.
It's really cold. We need encouragement. Therefore, Paritrana Sadhana encouraging us. And Vinashaya, but destroying all these demoniac things and people who are trying to bring back down the devotees or to oppose them to go to Krishna, to serve the Lord. So Prabhupada is denouncing those who imitate, who take the role of God, demons, and also those who are envious. They, because they speculate, because they don't follow humbly and seriously, they want to create their own ways, imaginative speculations. So they create their own ways of avoiding the Mahamantra Hare Krishna. Bhaja and Taigo Radesham, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Japa. This may be, Prabhupada said, this may be names of Krishna, this may be nicely organized, so you can Bhaja, Nitaigo, Radesham, Japa, maybe very poetic, but it's not efficient. No, you're not following. Marjana Yanagata Sapanta. To be effective in our practicing devotion, progressive love, we have to be efficient. And how to be efficient? To follow. Marjana Yanagata Sapanta. Yes. So one has to be a follower. Therefore, no speaker. Chant the whole Panchatattva Mahamantra. And after we can chant different, things like that. Main, basic, main one. Yes. Nitai Go Harigol, great. But not 100 times Nitai Go Harigol and one Hare Krishna and one Panchatattva before. No. This is so kind and so nice that we have the real thing. Prabhupada gave us the real thing. Yes. And then everything can develop around that. It's really nice. And we sure it's going to work. We show our endeavors, our regular hearing, chanting like that. Sure, it goes to the very feet of the Lord. And the Lord, there is reciprocation like that. Not just, I'm doing it and I knock the door but no answer. Yes, maybe you're not knocking in the right way. So, and the Panchatattva is also service. That was, up to now, it was the definitions from the Adi Lila, first chapter, you can find that. And then in the 7th chapter, the title is Lord Chaitanya in 5 features. And it speaks a very important book, chapter. Prabhupada published it before the whole Chaitanya Charitamrita, and very beginning of the movement, that was, remember, after Ishopanishad, that was the first book we got. Lord Chaitanya and Five Fishes, 7th chapter of Adila, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yeah. And there he speaks about the mission of the Panchatattva, which is the mission of the Hare Krishna movement. So it's a very important chapter. It's divided, I would say, in two parts. One is about the mission of the Panchatattva. You can read it today. It's very recommended today to read that. And the other part is about how through the Panchatattva, through the Chaitanya, we can defeat, annihilate impersonalism. The whole story about Prakashananda Saraswati, Lord Chaitanya preaching to the Mayavadis, with attitude and how to preach, impersonal, Shunyavadi Nirvishesha, Pashkatya Nishapadi. Very important chapter, and we will get very inspired as a member of this Hare Krishna movement. Yeah. That's where, okay, ladies, that's in this chapter that Prabhupada said in purport. Yeah, envious rascals, he said many times, several times. Envious rascals, jealous, they criticize us because we are giving Brahman initiation and sannyas to devotees in Europe and America, and we are allowing boys and girls to live in the temple, but they don't know that there is natural association in the West like that, and by this serious practice and preaching, these girls are as good as their brothers. He said, as good. Okay. Guy? No? You don't want to be as good? You don't want to be as bad as others? Hare Krishna. Yes. So two things, two activities of the Panchatattva. One is to relish love of God. The other one is to preach. You remember this sutra. Relish and preach. It's easy. Relish, preach. Preach. Like today, motivating preachers, they like to have acronyms, Simple. Relish, preach. So the Panchatattva starts by diving, no, not diving. They try to break the seal of the treasure house of love of Krishna. You understand? The seal and the lock. They break the lock. Oh, this love of Krishna is always available, he says, but it was locked. What was the lock? What was the lock of the treasure? This
Krishna
box?
Prema was locked.
Huh?
Krishna Prema.
No, what was the lock? Is Krishna Prema inside?
The lock was on the lock, okay.
What's the lock? They have to break it to. So what is the lock? Any idea? Krishna gave that, but he gave a lock. Yeah, surrender to me. That's a lock. Don't surrender to me. In the Panchatattva, they broke this lock. No, we're going to just surrender to chanting, dancing. It's the same, but it's different. So this is how they break the lock, the seal of this treasure house of love of God, and they dive into it. They plunder it. It is said. They plunder the storehouse of love of God, not just offer the obeisances from far, and oh no, it's not for me, I'm too forlorn, and this and that. No, they dive into it, they plunder it. When you plunder, you don't take too much precaution. The word plundering, it's really like take, just like prasad, you sarila, vijaja, you try to do it seriously. But as soon as it's finished, we plunder the prasad, which they were shown like that. plunder. You know, they plunder this store of love, ecstatic love, with greed, with, you know, this is a specific nature, aspect of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. You know, we are destined to, we must have this seed of greed. You know, this, you know, I cannot, Ashabanda, I have no qualification. How can I pray for pure love of God, Hare Krishna, Radha Krishna, with all my heavy contaminations, you know, speculations, material desires, offenses, like that. But still, I have some greed, you know, it's like that. And this greed is the price to pay to obtain this, you know, through the mercy of the Panchatattva. So that they first did that. Why? They are God, Vishnu Tattva, Chaitanya, Nityananda, Advaita. No, they presented themselves as servants. Now, this is a special avatar of Kali Yuga. They don't come as God, they come as Bhakta, you know, they come as servants of God. You know, Advaita Acharya, one example, he was senior to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he was initiated by Madhavendra Puri, and Madhavendra Puri is initiated Advaita Acharya and Ishvara Puri. And therefore, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a disciple of Ishvara Puri, and his spiritual uncle is Advaita Acharya. And therefore, he always treated Advaita Acharya with great respect. And Advaita Acharya, he did not want that. He wanted to taste the ecstasy of being a servant. So, you know, this pastime where he took a treat, you know, he's not going to always treat me as his reverend master, you know. I want him to treat me as his servant. And what do you do with a servant? You cajole him kindly and you chastise him. So he made as if he was an impersonalist, you know, the priest, yeah, everything is one, this and that. You know, Chaitanya, what? Gently, you know, beat him up, you know, yes, dog, he's old, you know, that, you know. And Advaita Acharya was in ecstasy. Oh, he is treating me as a servant, you know, helping me, chastising me like that. So, yes, they all plunder it as servants. Yes. They increase the ecstasy by chanting and dancing. You know, chanting, dancing is part of plundering. You know, it's not just Hare Krishna. It's loud calling. It's ecstasy. So they first did. This is the same thing, and then after they distribute it. You know, Dira Jana Priyo Priyakaro, Nyamasalo Prishito, to everybody. So the second part of the mission of the Panchatattva was to preach. After relishing, it's preaching, and simultaneously. And two characteristics of the preaching of the Panchatattva, that this preaching was distributing love. That's the preaching. One was distributing to everybody, no discrimination. Young, old, Hindu, Muslims, American, French, Hindu, Indians, like that, whatever, boys, girls, no discrimination. They distribute to all. And second aspect of this distribution, of this preaching, it is the more they distribute, the more the stock increases. So, Prabhupada said, you know, envious rascals, again, he said, jealous people, they criticize this Hare Krishna movement because they say, you are preaching to the Mlecha, European Americans, you know, giving them Brahma and sannyas and girls and preaching also, saying this and that, you know. They are just envious, jealous rascals, he said a few times, you know, because we are strictly following the Panchatattva and the Parampara. You know, we are preaching to all without discrimination, and we can see the results. They can just be satisfied with their own little ineffective distribution, doesn't work, but they don't appreciate that through the Panchatattva and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this movement is spreading like wildfire all over the world. Very, Prabhupada is, very strong. We are not like him, but he is very strong. Why? Because he's protecting the whole movement and the whole future of the movement. As he said, while leaving his body to his God brother, please forgive me. I had to use strong words in order to present as it is this mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all over the world, as I was asked by my spiritual master, even to like that. So yes. So this preaching of the Panchatattva is to all and is meant to increase always. Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam, Patikanam Purnamita Sadhanam. Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam. It's nourishing Pratipanam, step by step. It's increasing up to Sarvatmanam. The whole soul is completely drawn in the love of Krishna. Yes, this is the mission of the Panchatattva, to distribute unlimitedly to all, and in depth also, this pure love of Radha Krishna through their mercy. So, this time I have to stop. And I just wrote a sentence. Prabhupada said, unless one is invigorated with this mentality of servitorship, one cannot understand the mellows derived from devotion, devotional service to Krishna. Unless one is invigorated with this mentality of servitorship given by the Panchatattva, one cannot understand the mellows derived from this devotional service to Krishna. It's not very noticeable that the Panchatattva, they presented themselves as Bhakta, all of them, devotees. Otherwise, Prabhupada said, otherwise, if Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda, Advaita, they had presented themselves with their full opulence as Vishnu Tattvas, he said, people would have become even more impersonalist. They were so rebel, they were so full, stupid and rebels, even rascals in Kali-yuga, that, as soon as authority is coming, we're all the same, why are you to tell me this and that? But, therefore he said, if they would have presented themselves as an avatar, as a supreme personality of Godhead, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda, Advaita, people would have become even more impersonalists. So therefore they came with all humility, encouraging us to taste the nectar of servitorship. Because unless one is invigorated with this mentality of servitorship, following the Panchatattva, one will not be able to understand and relish the mellows of devotion, love of Krishna. So it's a great festival, Advaita Acharya. It's a start, we said, the start of all festivals of the year. Different members, Nityananda soon, etc. And spring is coming out, and hope is there again. It's going warmer and warmer, and festivals are coming. And Advaita Acharya is manifestation of Vishnu. He is allowing us free will, but he is also guiding us back to Godhead, Lord Vishnu. And Advaita Acharya does it not as a Vishnu, presenting himself not as a Vishnu Tattva, but as a servant, not only presenting, but feeling himself. No, it's better, like Lord Chaitanya, I want to taste only the servant. I don't want to be a master. Why should I not taste me too, the highest nectar of serving the Lord? That's it. So, it's meditation, how to understand that servitorship is actually the natural and highest mentality to develop. And therefore we have to follow. Advaita Acharya did not want to be in front. And Lord Chaitanya didn't want to be in front. Serving, he was serving everybody. And yes, Prabhupada told us also, don't be in front. If you are called to be in front, that's a service, but you remain behind. You are a follower. Never. As soon as you think I am in front, I am a leader, I am guru, I am this and that, then you are in hell. And it's so nice to be. It's not difficult. It's not easy to develop, to get free from this mentality of pride. Not easy. As soon as you get a little position, a little progress, a little coming out of offensive, little coming out of tamasik or whatever raja, then I am again. Not so easy, but it is made possible and easy actually by the Panchatattva. Get free from this pride of being the master, being the Lord, being in front, being the first one. So becoming a servant. I am a servant of Lord Chaitanya was loudly saying Advaita Acharya. Let us pray and with faith and to Lord Advaita Acharya that we can get his mercy of encouraging us to become a servant of Lord Chaitanya Prabhu, and in this way we can hope against hope to understand and relish the mellows of pure devotion to Lord Krishna. Yes, Haribo. Any question? Yes, Prabhu?
I don't understand that they broke the log. So that means we don't need to surrender. So I really don't understand.
Yes.
How is it possible to actually develop bhakti without surrender if we see that everybody else says you must?
Yes. No, of course.
Maybe they don't say it directly, but they said you must follow this.
No, just like when you say to people, just chant Hare Krishna, you don't tell them, first, you have to stop doing sinful activities and chant Hare Krishna. Okay? You don't say surrender first, but you tell them actually, surrender to the holy name.
Yes.
So it's surrender, but it is a hidden surrender, because we are so rebel that immediately we rebel against surrendering. But it's hidden surrender, and it is actually the highest surrender. You surrender to ecstatic chanting. So yes, good question. They broke the seal. They didn't ask to surrender. Yes, they did, but they did it with, like we said, when you give a medicine, bitter medicine, you put some nice jam around, you cook, and like that. Oh yes, it's good, and you don't know that you are taking the deep surrendering medicine, because it's like that. So through chanting, dancing, and taking prasad, we are unknowingly starting to surrender. Is it okay?
Yes, so we will not get the Krishna prema though. Because if we don't surrender, we can chant the Hare Krishna mantra, but without surrender we will not get the Krishna prema.
Yes.
Or can we? No.
Yes, but
Unless.
the first thing is, I would say, just some hidden surrender. Just
Yes, first we chant. Yes. We chant.
Not before.
No,
Not before.
first we start chanting and then we surrender. That it's not that we first surrender and then we start chanting, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
But the Krishna
And
prema will not come.
before surrendering, we chant. And
Yes.
chanting is surrender. Is fully manifestation of surrender. You see, and people in the streets or new bhaktas, before they start chanting, they have to make a surrender. But what kind of surrender? Please chant, dance, take prasad. It made very easy
nice.
surrender. Huh?
Yeah,
It's
but
very
then you
nice.
have.
What?
It's very nice.
It's very nice.
It's just like a party.
Yeah, it's a party.
What's the
Wow.
problem?
Yes, I can surrender to that, no problem.
But that's not the real surrender. The real
It
surrender
is.
The real surrender is to give up the association of non-devotees
Yes.
leave all material desires, to
Well,
be humble.
surrender is, 6 aspects,
Yes.
doing what is favorable, not doing unfavorable,
Yes.
taking Krishna as maintainer and protector, and being humble and surrender completely.
Yes.
So this is start of surrendering, you chant Hare Krishna. And if you start with surrendering, you will never reach full surrender in Kali Yuga. If you start with a practical, external surrender, so we start with the internal surrender, chant Hare Krishna. No knowledge, no detachment, chanting Hare Krishna joyfully, no discrimination, like that. But it is difficult, I agree also, it's difficult to understand, this mercy of Lord Chaitanya, the Panchatattva, that we have to
For
be...
this is the problem with I chant, but I haven't given up the unfavorable things for
Yes.
devotional service.
Yes.
So that means the progress will be extremely slow.
But you like to chant, right? The first time. Oh, it's good to chant, yes. Okay, you want more? Okay, become vegetarian. Oh, okay. Hare Krishna, I'm happy now, take nice paneer and this and that, like that. Okay, you want more? Okay, next step. You want more? You want more? Gradual surrender. The surrender started already to the holy name. And then all the other aspects of surrender comes gradually.
You don't have to do what all the difficult things they did in previous ages.
Yes, good.
You don't have to do it
We
here.
don't. But we don't get the Krishna prema unless we do.
Yes, true. Unless you fully surrender, you will not get Krishna prema.
Yes, and
Yes.
that's what Chaitanya did.
Yes.
They were distributed because he had the power to give
Yes.
to the people even without
Yes.
doing anything.
Yeah, you get the seed of pure prema bhakti to everybody.
Yes.
And with this seed of pure prema bhakti, we cultivate it because it's attractive. We don't want to stop it. So then we practice with Gopaswami's process.
We would have no chance to serve Krishna if it wasn't for Lord Chaitanya.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
in previous ages, what they did,
Yeah.
we are unqualified.
Yeah.
We got the chance because of them. And it's so easy. That's the point.
I don't think it's so
the
easy.
problem because it's we stress the mercy of the Lord Chaitanya,
Yeah.
the Panchatattva, giving freely pure love of God. But equally, we have to stress to be serious in a surrendering process.
Yeah, because people say it's easy, but I don't know. Maybe I'm unqualified. But how many people who are on Krishna prema do you know? And I don't mean to say something.
When I will have Krishna prema, I will know who have Krishna prema, but otherwise difficult to know. But whatever whatever little start is a start for eternity.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Gradual. So we should try to be gradual as quick as possible. Quick gradual. But it's, yes, but it is still, eternal. You started your surrendering process. Now it's up to you to go deeper and deeper, quicker and quicker. It's up to you, but it will not be annihilated. So it's up to us also to show example and to preach that, to those who are starting to appreciate the Hare Krishna movement, to appreciate chanting Hare Krishna. Yes, if you want to have it more and real and quick, then please chant Hare Krishna early morning. Start with that, if possible, if you have no higher services. But chant Hare Krishna in a serious way, and don't pray to the Panchatattva not to take advantage of protecting against offenses. So we work against offenses. We were not to cooperate, like Sankirtan, Panchatattva, maybe together. Many things to learn, many things to do. We know that it's easy, and then you will discover that one aspect is easy, kirtan, prasad. Another aspect is not so easy, surrendering. But both are there. But the way to successfully surrender to the servitorship is to surrender to the holy name and spreading the holy name. Yes, that's the way to be successful. But a real desire, I agree, a real desire is to go, to Krishna Prema. And that, we have to work on this Hare Krishna chanting.
I think we should not forget that we are not alone.
We are not alone.
Sometimes we think we have to do the effort, everything ourselves. But Lord Panchatattva is helping. I think we forget that also. It's not that we have to do so much work, so much effort.
Yeah.
We have to do effort, but they're pulling up.
Yeah.
They're helping. They give their mercy.
Yeah.
That's the difference between other ages and this age. They are helping so much.
Yeah.
They take 10 steps towards us when we take one.
Yeah, we are carried by the Panchatattva.
They help.
Yeah. Both are needed. And endeavor and mercy. Both. But maybe mercy is.
I think we're proud sometimes. I can do it. I want to do it myself.
Both are needed and both can be pitfall. I do it. I chant 17 rounds. Like that. And the other one, I just love Krishna. I don't have to. I just love him. So, as Prabhupada made it simply, you have to be serious and sincere. Both. Very nice. But hope is there, definitely. Hope for the best. And it's good day to pray for the best.
Jai. Panchatattva is a team. We also a team.
Yes, yes. Starting team.